Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. You're back with Deck and today we're playing some more Satisfactory Early Access. So in our last episode, we got encased industrial beams up and running, which is all the way over there, right on the end. We've got some of them being produced, so we should be able to start doing Mark IV belts when we get there. Just see them going down. Wonderful. But yeah, we're on a mission today. We've got to go and get some oil, and I lied. I came on last night. I had to come and find something to do. I've extended the walkway to the end, and there's actually now conveyor belts on there, because once you get one up there, it's actually quite easy to do. So we've got a fast runway up there as well, and I also expanded this a little bit more. So, let's get going, because we've got a lot to do. Now, let's just see where this is again. It is going to make more sense to go around the sea, I believe, because I generally know where this area, well, what this area is like. I have explored this way before. I'm going to have to bring it in on this tile then, I guess. Oh, and also, I did just drop one of these down. Not one of these, sorry. One of these. We can't get them in the underbelly, so I'm going to do this up there. That was another reason for expanding this out a little bit. I need to make sure that I can do it. I don't expect this will be enough concrete. In fact, let's try and get some nice lineups. So if we call this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I'd like to turn and go down. I could do this from below, but I refuse. We're not going down all the way to the floor anyway. Come on. Fine. Will one more? No, I think I want to stay just a little bit higher. Alright. Let me back up. And from the bottom, that's 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. I need to get around that, which will be a bit of a problem. Alright, let's start going this way. I'm going to stop counting. We're just going to plop them wherever they land. It's fine. It's not that important. But we've got a long way to go. Because if I keep scanning every now and again, we're still at least 1,000 meters away. It's just going to take a bit of time, that's all. And we've got nothing but time. This is what I normally do off camera, by the way. Because, as you can see, it's not very enthralling, is it? Would I be able to get through the middle of there? I don't think I'd be able to get through the middle of there in a nice way. We'll see if it lines up. There may be a bit of a clearing where I can squeeze through the middle. I'm definitely going to have to go back for concrete, though. This isn't going to make it. You know what? Let's go there. In fact, by the time we get there, we may be able to step down another one, but I'd rather step down when we need to, rather than doing it earlier. I know, I did that one over... In fact, it's miles away already. We did that one early, but we know that that one needs coming down. We need to go out, what, one more? I'm going to go an extra one just to make sure that we're safe. I don't want to clip that rock just at the end there. I know clipping's not a concern for me, but... I'm not clipping straight through mountains. That's a little bit much. It is essentially dead ahead. That is wonderful news. That is not wonderful news. Oh, he's done it again. Right, let's keep going and not screwing up. If I could at least get this belted back this episode, I would be happy. But with how long it's going to take to build this road and the fact that I'm probably going to have to run all the way back at least once... does seem like I might struggle to do anything other than get this belted back. Because I'm assuming, because it's oil and there's very few nodes of it, it's hopefully going to be pure. So I am going to put some power shards in. Oh, also, I did get the power shards when I went back yesterday. So 3 oil refineries. If we put in 3 in each, we needed 9, so I'll have 3 left over. Little bit of a stutter there. It's fine. Come on, just keep going. The quicker we can get this done, the quicker we can start doing fun things. Ah, dear. So, if you wondered why I ever do this off camera, like I've already said, this isn't that exciting. Let me know if you... God damn it. If you want me to do this on camera more often, feel free. But being as I'm not that much of a talkative person, I'm actually already running out of things to talk about. I guess I could talk about the next series, but I keep mentioning it. I'm trying not to keep mentioning it. That stone better not come through the top of this. Good. I'm going to have to run back very soon. How far are we away? Oh, we've got some baddies. 500 metres. It looks like we're going to need to start coming out a little bit more. I can't even run power back, so I don't know which side I want it on yet. It's probably going to be on the left side. Although, I could run a power cable right across the front of my thing. I guess we'll see when we get there. So, that's how much concrete I've used just getting... It's just over halfway out. Like I say, I've explored all of these islands out here. So, none of this area is new to me. New for the recording, like, but... Come on. This is going to take forever to run back. I know it's going to take forever because the one that I did that goes out to the east of the base, that took me ages. I'd say about an hour. I'm not doing an hour episode of this, by the way. We'll see how far it takes us. Well, it's actually only been 5 minutes and we're most of the way out there. Yeah, if I get most of it done, I'll be pleased. I know. No, thank you. We are spreading out quite far from the base now, though. I like it. Don't get me wrong, it is time-consuming and a little bit tedious, but until they add better ways of bringing resources in, then this is how I'm going to be doing it. On roads. Well, I choose to call these roads. Realistically, they're not, are they? They're just foundation pathways, but roads sound more formal. If I had trucks and is it trucks and tractors? Or tractors and trucks, I guess you unlock them in that order. I could sort it so that I get them bringing it in, but from what I hear of other people, they're not the best of things. It's something that I will look into. We may use them at some point, maybe for the next playthrough. Who knows? Who knows? Well, I knows, because I already know what I'm doing for the next playthrough. But, yeah, stop teasing. I'm trying to think, actually, what I would like to do after this series is finished, because I'm not sure about going straight into another Satisfactory series. There is other games that I like the idea of. I could always do another Surviving Mars series. I think I want to give that one a little bit more time off yet. I could do another RimWorld series and just tone it down a little bit, because last time we tried for Naked Brutality. That's... I struggle to play on that, at least with no mods. I struggle. Don't know what was happening there. Apparently we had a speed bump on the belt. I can play RimWorld and I do enjoy it with a fair amount of mods, but most of them would be out of date for now. The mods that I used to use anyway. It wouldn't take long for me to get them back. So yeah, possibly could do RimWorld. Who was that, Luna? I'm sure somebody just whistled. I'm just waiting to hear if the back door shuts. Oh no. Yes. Either Grandma or Grandad has come round for Luna. So I can stop talking now. What was I saying? Yes, RimWorld Surviving Mars. We could do another Frostpunk playthrough. Wow, I've been destroying this. And just so you can see. What else could we do? There's a new game that I've seen a little bit of. Is it Factory Town? That looks like the sort of game I'd enjoy. A lot of people at the minute seem to be doing... Is it Anon? I like city building games because it looks like an old style City Skylines, which I do play, but I've not played City Skylines on here yet. Yeah, the things are now in the middle. I need to get off when it gets to iron... That's status. I've already missed it. Fine. Let me off. I want to come all the way back here. Yeah, I meant to jump off iron plates. What else is there? Subnautica. I could have a go at Subnautica. It's been ages since I played that myself. I wouldn't mind having another go at it. I would even be tempted to get the DLC if it would interest people for me to play Subnautica. What else have we got? 2 Point Hospital is one that I won't be playing again. We'll save that until more DLC comes out. And I've not actually been back on that since the last episode. I do mean to go back onto it because I want to try and get the Wave 42 achievement. Admittedly, 12 more waves of what was happening in that hospital could be difficult, but we were very nearly there at getting everybody cured. We just needed to get more diagnostics sorted out and more treatment rooms and doctors and all that stuff, but I've generally forgot what was happening with it now. What else could we do? I don't think there's any other games that have really caught my eye. I did mean to do a Jurassic World Evolution or Jurassic Park Evolution, whatever the game was, playthrough, but I did actually record 1 or 2 episodes of that, watched it back and I wasn't impressed. I think that's a game that I'd actually have to spend some time playing myself and then get into it. And yes, I'm going to put these on the way back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But no, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright then, that one needs to go there. That is actually one too far forward. It's not the sort of game that I feel comfortable playing without having some practice on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you can go straight into the turn, which should be there. And technically, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to drop this on 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If there's any games you guys would like me to play, please let me know. I will have a look into them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this one can go straight into the corner. 4, yep. So that would be there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you can go straight into the turn, which would be there. We're getting there. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hopefully I'm doing these right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you'll be able to go straight into the corner. Yeah, it's a bit of a nightmare if you get all the way out here and then it doesn't work out. But it should. It should work out. I've done this enough times now. Famous last words. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5, 6. I can't really multitask. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can apparently only count to 6 and then talk separately. 4, 5, 6. 6. Planet Coaster. I could actually have a proper go at that, because last time I jumped straight into it. If I went and got some practice on the earlier levels, reset my data, I could do that. 3, 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. So the next time we come back, we'll be running the belts back, and then I've got to come back out from the power poles. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5, 6. 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're nearly back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you should be able to go straight into the corner. Looks like it. Right, back to me actually trying to talk now while I'm doing things. And let's see where this is again. Because I don't know, I might be able to go straight through the middle of that. It's more over that way. Would it make more sense to come out to this one first, being as though it would be closer? I don't really want to go onto the islands because they are fairly deadly. Let's go towards the island and then we're going to veer off to the right. Bit of a lag spike again. Anyway. I say lag spike, I don't know why it would be lagging. It shouldn't be lagging anymore. Anyway, it does occasionally stutter. It's fine. I assume it's something to do with VSync or something, I guess. I don't actually know. Come on, we're getting there now. Let's keep scanning so I know where they are. Oh, we're nearly there. It's going to make more sense to go onto this island first, isn't it? Fair enough. See, if I'd have not done it from the base, this would have been a dead nice straight line going across there, but because I'm trying to line it all up with this, we've got to do it this way, and really I'd like to go around that hill. In fact, once we get to land, I'm going to jump across and we'll go and see where the actual oil patches are, so I can see what they look like for starters. I'm hoping I've got enough concrete this time. And again, power slug was over there. I have been out here before. Right, let's start going inland. Oh, there's one right there. Cool, cool. Didn't actually expect it to be quite this quick. So is that our oil? It does look like oil, I guess. Now, I'm going to have to drop this down a little bit more. I don't really want to. I'd like to get it on the foundations like we do for everything else. So, oil pump. Come on. Don't do this to me again. I mean, it's nearly straight, but I don't want nearly straight. I want actually straight. Have I got to spread it out a little bit more each side? How about if I put actual tiles down? Oh, he's done it. That looks straight to me. There's our oil pump number 1, and that's 240 per minute. You are having 3 power slugs, because I want this to be Mark IV belt ready. And whoop, I don't know. Times that by 2.5? No idea. Well, times it by 2 is 480 plus another 120. That's 600, is it not? Really? That could bring 2 Mark III belts worth back? I'm going to come out one more, because it looks like this is going to clip the hill already. Can you cut down these nut bushes? Nope, we can just encase it. That's also fine. It looks like I'm going to have to get the good old chainsaw out as well. Because we've got a fair few trees encroaching on this bit. Right, where will this line up nicely? I'm hoping right there. Right, are you going to be a pig? I'm nowhere near. Let's go another 2 tiles closer. It's actually covered it now, hasn't it? Oh my god, it's letting me do it. The game is playing... Oh, well, the game's playing nice. That was my stupidity. Oh. Why? That's what we want. Right, can we get it straight this time? That looks good. Good. And you can have your 3 power shards. 600 in. Jesus. So I can actually bring 2 Mark III belts from each of these. Would it be worth actually... Whoop, didn't mean to press that. Trying to get the Mark IVs unlocked and doing it like that. Alright, where are you? Dead ahead. So rather than bringing Mark IIIs back, I would like to bring Mark IVs back. It's going to cost an absolute shed load to do so. Let's just go and deal with these fire-breathing little scumbags. Oh, thought I'd dodge that one. You missed, and I literally stopped moving completely. Anyway, we've got those. There's our oil patch. Let's get this coming out a little bit further. Amazingly, we've actually got enough concrete. Did not expect to have enough concrete to get all 3 of these hooked up. That is dead cool. That one didn't. God damn it. And the fact that I've got them all on the same level is quite impressive as well. This one's going to be very close like, but Normally the closer they are, the easier it is to place this. Let's go like this, and I think that middle tile there will get it. And you need to come out that direction. Well, we, ladies and gentlemen, have nearly got oil already. What does it need to unlock Mark III belts? I have no idea. So this time when we run back, it might be worth me going that little bit further and grabbing the chainsaw so I can come and get rid of these trees off the path. But we're going to go back out to where the stackers finished off, bring those out. Oh no. No, 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 no. That's upsetting. Why did... I hate everything. See, if that was off camera, I'd have never mentioned it to anybody. Oh, man. Now, can I get rid of the ground under that and then place the foundations back underneath it? Because it's not like we're swapping the height. Or will it say encroaching? I fully expect it's going to say encroaching. I will see before I get rid of it. Come on, play nice, please. I like to have the pipe completely disappears underneath it once it's built up. Oh my god, it's going to let me. Thank you, game. Thank you for this mercy. Anyway. Oh yeah, we didn't move it. I was about to say, why has that still got all its power shards? You've already seen that, so I need to take it out. But same again, I'm not going to remove the foundations. I'm not going to remove the oil. I'm just going to swap the foundations around. Can't believe I did that. At least I spotted it. It would have upset me to find it later on, although if I'd have found it off camera, it'd been nicer. But that is if you guys didn't already see it. If you saw it, then I fully expect the comments about it. Let me know. Did you see that, honestly? Or did you only see it when I spotted it as I was going back? I know when I'm watching other people, it's dead easy to spot other people's mistakes. When you're actually recording, it's a bit different. Because you're focused, you're trying to talk, you're trying to do things and make it seem entertaining. Seem entertaining was probably the wrong wording for that, but I'm sticking with it. And yeah, you just don't spot everything. Because normally, when I'm playing on my own, I would spot most of these mistakes that I've made. It's not sinking through the floor or anything dodgy? No. Right, we're completely joined up properly this time, and I'm aware it's night time, but we have got a wonderful clear night and a very bright moon. Is it a moon? Or is that like some sort of like neutron star? It can't be a star, it's night time, you madman. It's got to be a moon. I don't know, it could just be a dim star. It seems far too bright to be a moon. And then we have got, well, they're other planets, aren't they? I was about to say we have got these other moons floating around that aren't quite as glowy, but if they're not actually moons, that would explain it. I do like my stuff with space, so having nice clear nights like this is something that I, look out for. Just enjoy it. Who doesn't like looking up at the stars? It is very nice and very calming. And where I live, just at the bottom of my street, there's actually it's called Briley Forest. Not to give away where I live or anything. But, yeah, Briley Forest, it is a gigantic, well, it's basically a park. But it's that big, and it's got that many trees in the middle. It can class as a forest. So, with there being no lights over there, you can actually walk down. And obviously, if there are no street lights around, the night sky is so much brighter. So, a quick walk down there before it gets dark, and then set up your place, because there's a great big hill in the middle. Just go and sit up there, and, you know, wait. It's dead peaceful. I have been up there plenty of times myself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Yep, back to counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can go into the turn. Because I do hope I've got all these right. Generally, they should be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5, 6. When we go back, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I am going to go and have a quick look, see if there's any chance I could get the Mark IV belts. I don't think there is, because I think you need the computers. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. And I've not quite found enough of them. That is not even close. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I am going to need to get more concrete as well. 3, 4, 5, 6. But not as much. I'm going to need more steel plates if I've got to do it on Mark III belts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The only other thing is I set it up thinking about Mark IV belts and do it on Mark IIIs for now. Could be another option. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll go there. And then this is going to have to be too high. 1, 2, 3. It can go into the turn. It does still need to be too high here. Well, actually, it needs to be starting too high there, because we'll have 1, 2, and then that'll be 1, 2, and 3 if we're doing Mark IV belts. Anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This has only got to be 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You make it a little bit awkward. I think this one coming from this way is going to be the bottom one because it's got the turn. So this one here is going to be the top one. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it can reach. And that can actually come up from there. Let's try and get this coming out in a semi-straight line. Conveyor poles. So really, 1, 2. I don't think it'd make that turn. I do want to try something. Does it give me a right-angled S-bend if I've got the position right? I think I'm too far forward by 1. I think I'm too far forward by 2 there now. It does. It gives you the squared off S-bend. I love it. Yeah, that's not brilliant, but it'll do. It'll do. Right, let's go all the way back. Well, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's good. And then you would go up to that one. I'm not that fussed about that being straight or not. It's all aligned on the grid properly, so going into the first one we can cheat just a little bit. So let's run back. We're going to grab a little bit more concrete. I have still got 2 more heavy modular frames. I had planned to see if there was 4 out here, but just to double check. Ding, ding, ding. That's all 3 of them. This end of the map anyway. We know there's another one somewhere else, but... And you're going to come... Actually, I'd like you to come out a little bit straighter than that. One, 2. That moved, didn't it, at the last second? Well, it's a little bit skew-iffed, but it will do. Now, if I ran the belts all the way back, I could get back quicker. Let's do it, because if we're not upgrading to Mark IV straight away, then we need to do this anyway. And it's going to throw me off the entire way back, isn't it? Because I'm not quick enough at clicking these. I can't get them right, especially when moving. Now we get to see if I've put these all in the right places. So far, so good. That is corner 1 of X. I don't actually know how many corners we've got. At least we've not died this episode. If I just keep holding forward, no strafe keys, or try not to turn, we'll know if I've got these all dead straight, because I do tend to mess them up a little bit. Come on. And this should work in no matter which direction we go in. So long as I've got them in the right places, we'll get the nice right-angled corners. Not just that, it saves us a massive amount of resources. Plus, we were on about 730 something when I set off steel plates. So when we get back, we'd roughly know how many it's going to cost to bring the other 2 belts out here. And yes, to the left, there was another power slug up there. I ended up leaving a lot of my constructions, well, if that's what you want to call it. I can't think of any other word for it right now. I did end up leaving them all everywhere just so I can see where I've been. Because then if I get into an area that's got literally nothing around for hundreds and hundreds of meters, or miles would have been an easier word there, then we know that I've not been there. I think I've explored a decent portion of the map now. Really, going all the way up that way is a way that I've not explored. Not until I've hit the edge of the map yet, anyway. Because obviously we know that way is the edge of that map. So once we find the corner, we can actually work out roughly how big the map is. Or I could just Google it. That's generally what most sane people would do. Do I seem sane though? Generally not. It looks like we're going to be using about 700 of these per belt. You got to think we have brought it back 2,000 meters near as damn it. And each one of these is 24 Is it 24 meters long? One of these is 8 and it goes 6. 48 meters each one of these is. Well, the ones that are 6 long anyway. Can't afford? No, can't afford. And we can't even see the waterfall. We're very nearly there. Oh, I'm going to need about 2,000 iron plates. Steel plates, god damn it, steel plates. So, I don't actually think it's viable yet. Even if we could get Mark IVs to do so. Yay, the fog cleared. I'm aware that we've just gone past time, but I at least want to belt one of them back here. So we're going to go get some more steel plates. A little bit more concrete, because I need it for the power poles, because we want to run those on the way back. We're going to hook them up, get the oil coming back in, and then next episode, I guess we're going to start working out here. Nah, I've never worked with oil before. In real life or in this game, just to clarify that as well. So I don't know what's going to be needed, what we're going to need to make oil products or anything like that, but we'll see. It'll be a little bit of a project for, well, I'd say all of us, but there's not that many of you watching this at the minute. It doesn't concern, well, it does concern me a little bit, but I am going to play this regardless. The other YouTubers I've watched, they have also complained that Satisfactory doesn't seem as popular as it should have been. I was dead excited when this game came out, and I'm still excited playing it now. I love finding little bits to do on my late nights. But yeah, obviously I'm only a small YouTuber, at least for now. The plan is to get bigger, obviously. If I'm not getting the views and they're still complaining they're not getting the views, then I guess it's not down to the size of my channel. It's just the game itself, which there's nothing we can do. There is going to be no limestone in there. None at all. And by limestone, I mean concrete. Also, I need to save 500 of those up for one of the researchers. Hopefully, we're going to start filling up soon. Let's actually go and have a quick look. We'll look at the status and the motors and stuff, and you saw nothing. Let's see how backed up they are. Any on the bus? Ooh. Excuse me. Stators are backed up. Also, I did go and take the storage chests out for these up there. I don't want it backing up, because if you think there's got to be a few hundred on these lines. So, yeah. We are getting there. We are getting there. Admittedly, I need to take some of the steel now, so let's take all and put back 1, 2, so I can just get some concrete out. Admittedly, we have got the intestinal organs from the aliens as well, which we've still not got a use for, unfortunately. I assume there'll be a use for them soonly, hopefully. Anyway, take all. We're going to put another one of these back and get another steel plate out, because I think we're going to need the steel. And even then, I don't think that's going to be enough not to bring it all 3 of them all the way back. Not that we're doing that, we're just bringing one of them back so we can see what the oil looks like, and the job is going to be a teapot. Right, can I jump off at the right stop this time? I hope we can. So we've got rods, screws, wire, whatever the hell they are, cable, reinforced iron plates, rotors, steel plates. Let's go. This will hurt a little bit. It doesn't hurt if you land on the constructors or the assemblers. If you land on these, it does hurt you very, very minusculely. Minuscule is probably not a word, but I'm using it. And whoop. If I love this game for just one thing, it's for the jumping about. God, do I even need a jetpack? I mean, yes, I need one, but the Blade Runners, they are my favourite thing in this game. The sword's quite cool as well. Trucks and tractors, they're not doing it for me at the minute. I have not looked into them properly, but like I said earlier, we will have a look at some point about transporting them. Admittedly, belts seem more reliable. If the trucks like mess up on their path somewhere, then yeah. And also you need several trucks to be able to bring it all back. That, and you really should be building proper roads if you're going to use trucks, right? It makes sense. Right, let's try and get power across, and don't strafe to the left like that again. That was horrifying. You can... It shouldn't actually go right in the middle, but you can go there. We're going to run it along the back side of this and hope I've got enough room. No, I'm not. I'm going to run it across the front. It may be difficult getting this into there. I might have to cut this bit out and then go up to that side, but we'll see. I would like it if this one could go all the way to the end. Apparently it cannot. Wire is too long. Well, let's just slap it there, because that's the furthest it can go at. Then we're going to tuck this one right into the corner of there. Just need a little bit of a better viewing distance. Will this one reach out to the end of here? Doesn't look like it now. Let me hook some more of these. Yeah, we've definitely got enough. Definitely not got enough, sorry. I want to finish this first belt off. We'll run power lines out as we go. Wrong side, genius. I've definitely got enough to get the first belt back. It may require a few more trips for me to bring the other ones back, but that is something I can do off camera. I'm only recording the one episode today because I have actually got a work to do tonight, and we're going to a place in the city nearest to us that I'm not going to mention. We've been to this place before, it's quite cool. Different groups and parties all go in at the same time, you all get seated at the same time, you all eat your meals at the same time. And once all the meals have done, about 9-10 o'clock, they clear all the tables, take everything away, and then they come and put these boxes on the end of the tables, these wooden boxes, and they're for your drinks. You can basically dance on the tables, on the stage, up on the side bits around the edge of the place, wherever you want. It's dead cool, especially when you've had a drink. Which, it's been a while actually since I've had a drink. This could be a terrible night. That's why, admittedly, it doesn't work out the same. The daily that I recorded today, I did say on the end of that one, if I seem a little bit rough tomorrow, you know why. But yeah, I may have a hangover tomorrow. Hangovers don't make for good recordings. It may be a day where I just record my daily and just get myself back up to scratch. But we'll see. We'll see. I don't really want to get blind drunk. I know it's been a while, but I should be able to I should be able to resist the urge to get smashed. Anyway, enough about my drinking habits. Don't drink, it's bad. All it does is give you a hangover and make you order food that you generally don't always finish. Nah, that's a lie. I've always finished everything when I've had a drink. Right, the belt's coming back, so now we can just focus on these. which is... Oh, I so wish that would have reached just that corner. I generally do it every second stacker. I need to come from this side. I know I'm tilting my head, but if it helps, right? It might not genuinely help me do anything, but... Yeah, I can get out of this one. Cool. One last long run out here, and then we can get the oil actually hooked up and coming back, and all things good and gravy. And then we're ready to start next episode. Literally just working on oil. We are getting right into this end game now. I think all the time I spent faffing around setting up the early stuff has actually come back to benefit me. Because I've got like full lines of reinforced iron plates and stuff, we've got higher productions on the higher end stuff. At least that's how it seems to me. I'd still like to go back and upgrade everything to like a full Mark IV belt capacity sort of thing, but I think for a first playthrough that's a little bit much. Maybe the next time we'll actually try to go proper min-max. I know I started off doing all min-max, but I was naive. I didn't really know how the game worked. I've got a much better understanding now, and with it being close to the end of April, today is the 20th of April for me. No, you don't want to go on this one. With it being nearly the end of April, we know there's a big update coming out, or so we've been prophesized. We don't know what's coming in this update, at least I don't, because I don't tend to read up on things like that. I just like the surprise when it comes out. I don't know what's going to be changing, if we're going to get any new tiers. If we get some new tiers, this might extend this playthrough a little bit more, so we can have a look at those in our naivety. And then we've got more experience for when we come back in next time on the next series. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. And not just that, I don't know how long these last few episodes are going to take. Well, the last section of this game is going to take for me to get finished up. I assume oil is the last resource that we'll need to go and hook up, but I don't know. I've never been this far in the game before. We're very nearly there, so you've nearly finished listening to me ramble. And when I normally say it takes about an hour to do these runways and stuff, if you didn't believe me, we are currently on 42 minutes, and I've literally just built one path out and one belt back. I've got 2 more of these to do. That's what I mean. Let me know. If this is the sort of thing you want to see from this series, then fair enough. I can get all of this on camera. It just may be one where I'm not talking and I let you listen to the music. Make it like a sort of time lapse. But from my understanding, this sort of game doesn't work very well with time lapses. So maybe I just need something to talk about specifically, anything you guys could come up with, and then it'd give me something to actually ramble on about while I'm trying to count to 6 again and again. Where does this reach to? Please reach to this corner. That is wonderful. So then you can get hooked up. Oh my god, it's already there. 600 per minute. Oh dear. Even the top end belts only give 450 resources, so maybe the Mark V belts are like 720 or something weird. Should we follow it back? Yeah, let's follow it back. I've still got 1400 of this. Excuse me. It may be enough to get the second belt done. It's not going to be enough to get the third belt done. Oh, I can't wait for Mark IV belts. And also, I've never actually pointed this one out myself. I've watched other people point it out. Why are we faster than the items on the belt? It makes no sense. No sense at all. And yeah, I'm loads better at these corners now. That's dead easy. So for this one, as you hit the corner, hold right and change your direction. Whoop. You just keep going. It's wonderful. And you might have noticed that I've stopped putting beacons down. If you can look at that cluster fish of beacons that's at the top display. Yeah, that's a bit of an eyesore. I think it'd be better if you could actually change it to icons, because then I wouldn't care what it was being produced there. I'd just like to be able to see what's what and where it is. The only other thing is I go back, change the text out, and just put like iron 480 or iron 240, whatever we're pulling out of that spot. The only reason I put the Mark 1, Mark 2 and whatever is so I knew where I could go and upgrade and get more resources at, but yeah, I've never actually gone back and upgraded any of them. That was the plan for the complete top end of this game. If I did go full on Mega Base, I would go back, rip out all of what we've done basically, and start again with Mark 4 belts. So all of the iron deposits, all one copper deposit that I'm taking, all of the coal, we'd make it so that we could get one Mark 4 belts worth, and then that would be it. But yeah, that was just like top end of all of it. Right, just before we finish, I want to place one oil refinery down and see how we're going to make this work. Really, we can't go on that first tile. I mean, to me, that looks fairly central. I've got enough room to get splitters in here. Possibly need to extend this one out by one more tile. Well done, genius. Anyway, I don't know. Should we have a quick look at the refinery itself and see how it works? Because I definitely need some rubber. Because I've got a few crash sites. Well, I've got a crash site that needs rubber. But we need rubber to unlock other things as well. Let's go and have a look. I'm going to leave this little bridge here. Just because. So we've got 3 lines of potentially 600 coming in. At most, it's going to be 450. I'm going to work on the proviso that it's 450. Right, so you can make 3 different things in oil refineries. We've got plastics, which cost 4. 4 per 8 seconds. So what does that make it out to be? Yeah, half. Okay, so that's for plastics. We've got fuel, electricity or vehicles. I think we're going to be fine for electricity. Although, I've got 3 lines coming in. How about I do one full line for each one? And we're going to assume it's going to be a Mark 4 line, so it won't work as efficiently as possible until I get Mark 4s unlocked. So if we're doing if we're doing a full belt for each, 450. Does that divide into 30 very well? I don't think it does. Calculator. 450 divided by 30. Oh, it's 15. What? And then 15 times 22.5. What's that give me? Really? That's not a nice number. 337.5. It is 450 on the last belts because this 2 of these is 440. Well, I guess that's what we're doing then. So it'd be 15 machines of this one, of the plastics. It'd be 7.5 machines for the fuel then, I guess. That's if we even use fuel. Well, yeah, we are going to use fuel. We'll use 1 line for it at least. Although, should I just do this based off Mark 3s? Because we've got 270 coming in. That is absolutely sure. 270 divided by 30 obviously is 9. So we can get 9 machines. And 22.5 times by the 9 machines gives us 202. It would give me at least 1 Mark 2 belt full. I could nearly get a Mark 3 belt full out of it. Nearly, nearly, nearly. I'm doing all this workings out, and I'm not actually recording another episode after this one, so maybe I shouldn't be doing that. Rubber is same as plastics, but this gives 30 out. See, that's a nice round number. Why has plastics got to be awkward? God damn it. So, it'd be 9 machines of this, 9 machines of plastic, and 4.5 machines of this, so we'll call it 4. 37.5 times 4? Nope, that's not the thing you want to click on. 37.5 times 4 is 150 actually. So we could get 1 full Mark II belt out of that one as well. Oh, and you finally decided to get here. So, that is what we're doing next time. We're definitely going to have to expand this area. Definitely. That, and I'm going to have to go and get resources for 9, 18, 22 machines. That's a lot of heavy modular frame crafting, but I'll do that all off camera. Next episode, when you come back, we'll be ready to build all these up. In fact, can we stand on top of you? There's got to be a ladder somewhere, right? There's a ladder on everything else. Oh, beautiful. Yeah, that looks dead cool. So there's our oil line going out all the way to, well, past that, basically. I can get up here now. Not that there's anything up here. Whoa, don't jump across the waterfall. You've died enough times for this series already. Yes, next episode we are going to have a play with oil, and we're going to get some stuff producing, and then we're going to bring it into the underbelly of the bus. We can run it along the Caterium line, well, this side, the right side of the Caterium ore, and then we can just go up on top of the bus where we need to. I really hope, don't hurt me, that is enough room left for all the productions we need, because I don't want to turn the bus now. If I can keep it on one straight plane, I will be quite happy. Anyway, this episode is long enough now at 50 minutes, so thank you very much for watching. If you've made it to the end, congratulations to you. You're very dedicated, and I am pleased to know that. Other than that, if you've enjoyed the video, feel free to leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you like to see some more, and I'll see you guys next time. Cheers!